So we have Clinton Joshua, Oluchi Nwabuzor, and Aishat Muhammad star in this movie titled Heart Tugs. Now, was this movie a hit, mediocre, or was it a flop? Let's find out. So the storyline follows Joy and Sunshine, played by Oluchi Nwabuzor and Aishat Muhammad respectively, two friends who live under the same roof. And on the other hand, we have Kenny, played by Clinton Joshua, their new next door neighbor. So what was initially a neighboring relationship turns into a love triangle between the three, leaving Sunshine in a dilemma where she has to choose between friendship and love. So Heart Talks is currently showing on Temple Movies TV on YouTube, having Felix Okeke as the producer of this movie. Movie directed by Omoruyi Efosa Emmanuel. Now enough about that, let's dive into the review. So the movie starts off with a preview that was used as the opening scene. Now that was intriguing, alright, but one thing is for sure, the narrative of this movie is not so new. It's not new at all in terms of the love triangle of a thing where I love you, but you love my friend, and all that drama that it comes with. And as the narrative started to progress, it became quite predictable too. Now, for the main leads of the movie, firstly, I'll start with my favorite character. My favorite character being Joy, played by Oluchi Nwabuzor. She enacted her role really well, and this is not the first time she's starring along with Clinton. She has starred with Clinton in another movie titled How We Met. I made a review on that. If you haven't seen it, please go check it out. Now, her character here was a total different from her character in How We Met. In that movie, she played the role of Clinton's sister and she had this bossy kind of personality. So I was shocked to see her play a different kind of role. Honestly speaking, she somewhat spiced up the movie. She enacted her role really well. She brought life to the movie, and her mannerisms helped her enact the role really well. Then as for the male lead of the movie, honestly speaking, Clinton Joshua's acting keeps getting better and better. His performance here was flawless. Now I have something to say. Whenever Clinton Joshua portrays that emotion of anger, when he's angry, like I honestly can't even take him seriously because it ends up looking funny with a touch of cuteness to it too. Like I can't take him seriously whenever he's angry in the movie. Take for instance this scene displaying right here, the scene between the two characters Joy and Kenny. Now for that their situation, if it were to be real life, that situation would be serious, literally. But in their case, it ended up being serious coupled with comedy. Like that scene was literally funny to me. They cracked me up. And for me, there were some lines that Clinton said in this movie that really cracked me up. First line being, I can't even cook to save my life. And the second line being, God, God doesn't even know you. For me, it was the way he bluntly turned Joy down. It was funny to me. Like this scene was comic gold. Then as for Aishat Muhammad, who played the character of Sunshine, for me personally, this is actually my first time watching her movie. It's actually my first time. Now her acting is decent, it's good. Then when it comes to her on-screen chemistry with Clinton Joshua, for me personally, I think that it was moderate. It was actually moderate. If you ask me, I enjoyed watching Clinton Joshua and Oluchi Nwabuzor scenes together. Like their scenes together really cracked me up and it was enjoyable too. For me, it's the way Clinton Joshua's character Kenny always tried to evade joy and maintain boundaries, but still remained a gentleman while doing it. But you know, the character Joy was sort of gullible and she couldn't read the room. Any smart person would have figured out that there was something going on between Kenny and Sunshine, but she didn't. For me, it was when Joy told Sunshine that her encounter with Kenny was a divine arrangement. What divine arrangement, my sister? Like when she said that, I literally burst into laughter because she basically used God as an excuse to cover up her laziness. If you ask me, I don't even know if she was authentic in terms of her spiritual life, just like how she went ahead to connect different Bible verses in name of divine arrangement. She just wanted to look for a well-made man, marry him, and continue to lazy around. That was basically it. Okay, she used the Bible verse James 4 verse 8, which states, draw near to God and he will draw near to you. But Sister Joy took it as draw near to Kenny and he will draw near to you. Like, for me, it was when she was reading the Bible verses and couldn't even understand what it meant. She basically connected different Bible verses like a puzzle to suit her plan. Now, when it comes to the work aspects, for all the characters, their career aspects were basically surface level. They didn't at all explore it well. Everything about their work aspects was just done orally. Aside the outfits for work they wore, the attires were good, especially that of Aishat Muhammad. All her work outfits were literally looking gorgeous. Now, you guys know that Aishat Muhammad's character Sunshine had a PA named Bibi. Now, there was a scene where her PA walked in when Kenny was professing his love to Sunshine. Now, she literally slammed the door loudly, but they didn't hear it. They didn't hear it at all when she came in. Now, I know love is blind, but is it also deaf? Is it? Or is this yet another magic of television? Now, for more in dive into Aishat Muhammad's character Sunshine, if you ask me, they made her character Sunshine seem to be too much of an easygoing person. Like, who could tolerate what she did? She was the one housing Joy, she was the one taking care of her, everything financial, she was the one bearing everything. But when it came to choosing between love and friendship, she said she didn't want to hurt her friend, although she loved Kenny. And if you ask me, her love for Kenny was sort of fickle for her to have broken up with Kenny over such a matter. And after breaking up with him, she went ahead to give Joy the go ahead order to ask Kenny out. Her love for him wasn't too strong, and she was made to seem somewhat foolish. Yes, if I honestly think she was made to seem somewhat foolish. You were the one housing Joy, you were the one taking care of her financially, everything, you were the one doing it. But you ended up falling in love with someone she liked and you couldn't have explained it to her in the first place. You were just busy hiding it. And I think that made the movie seem kind of stretched. Like it could have ended earlier. This kind of narrative could have ended earlier. Everything was just predictable. It felt as if they were just stalling to make the movie last longer. Like Joy could have realized sooner that something was going on between Sunshine and Kenny, but she didn't. And Sunshine could have explained it to Joy right from the start, and everything could have just, you know, ended. But nevertheless, so the movie had good cinematography. The cinematography was really good, and there was this particular tone that was coming from a piano that I really liked. That tone was used to maintain continuity between switching to different scenes, and it was really beautiful. Just that I didn't exactly get any wow factor from this movie. The story is not so new in terms of the love triangle where I love you but you love my friend and all. It wasn't new and it was also predictable. It's definitely a one-time watch thing for me, but nevertheless, performances were good. I'll be giving this movie a 3 out of 5 thumbs up. If you've seen the movie, what did you think about it? Let me know in the comments below and I'll see you next time on my review. Bye.